Coach, your team takes a couple of early penalties, and against a team like Stockton, whose power play has been so lethal, that's obviously not a good thing. Managed to kill them off. They obviously have a big, shot advantage after the first period. Your players have said you had a good conversation. Did you like that? You had to have liked that response to come out in that second period, outshoot Stockton 14-2, and go into the third being up 2-1.
Yeah, real good response. I think there's always some positive there too. Even in the first period, our penalty kill was really good. Burden was really good, and we scored a nice goal on the power play to make it even. So, the shots weren't great, but when I look at the stats, there's also the scoring chances, and it was 6-8 in their favor, even though they had two power plays, and they can do some damage on their power play. So the shots weren't great. The first period wasn't so much about the shots or the score. It was about the execution. I thought we were a bit slower than usual. Our puck support was a little bit slower. Our decisions were a little bit slower. So, and that's what we talked about after the first period. Just get back to who we are. Our team identity is we play fast, and we play intense, and we run our routes, obviously. But the guys did a real good job in the second period. We had a lot of chances. We were driving the net, playing a simple game. And sometimes you have to adjust accordingly to what's in front of you. And Stockton had a good start. They're a good team. They're getting paid to play as well. And it took a full period to adjust. And then when we did, the boys did a real good job. Second and third, we had our chances to win that game in regular time.
You've got a lot of defensive prospects, but you really seem to be settling in that Johnny Kovacevic, Dylan Samberg pairing. They seem to have a comfort level with each other. What have you seen that you like from those two guys?
Good sticks. They feed off each other. They read off each other pretty good. Combinations of size and puck support on the breakouts. There's a lot to like. They're on their strong sides, both of them. So it's they're doing a good job together. It seems like there's some chemistry. We're going to evaluate and play with those combinations for all 36 games because that's what we're here for. But those two are so far playing well together when they are together.
Speaking of guys who are playing well, in his first 12 games as a pro, Jeff Malott has 7 goals. I mean, obviously there's an opportunity there. He's earned his place on the first line. But what are you seeing from this player? And if I would have told you at the beginning of the season that this guy was going to have 7 goals in his first 12 games as a pro, would you have believed me?
Well, I didn't know him. What I was told about him was that he took the summer to really train hard and get faster and get stronger. And you can tell he's reading plays, and his brain is reading plays quick. His positional play is really good. Big stick, but heavy stick. His one-on-one battles and his puck protection is really good. He gets puck and he gets to the net. His timing to go to the net is really good. So now we're getting to know him a little bit more. We'll see what he brings for the rest of the season. But so far, he's been taking advantage of an opportunity. And we didn't have as many players early in the season, and he took advantage of the spot we were given to him, and he keeps getting better and better. But you can tell he's in his first pro year, but he's quite mature, and he's adjusting well, and he works extremely hard in practices. So, it seems like this guy is going to be successful for quite some time.
We'll go next to Jacob Stoller. Go ahead, Jacob.
Pascal, what have you noticed from Dylan Samberg play on the left side? How has that sort of let his game evolve in other ways, like his natural strong side?
Well, I think it's not so much his defensive game on the right side. It's the options that he has and the way he has to move around the puck when he's on the right side. That is a bit of a challenge, which would be normal for all defensemen playing on their offside. And I think that's the biggest difference on the left side for him being on his strong side is when he touches the puck. He understands a bit more what's in front of him, and more importantly, how to get the puck to the forwards. So I think we're still going to see him on the right side because that's a project, and then that's something we want to do. Develop a lot of our guys on both sides, but he certainly feels way more comfortable on the left side when we have the puck.
Would you say that something about Dylan that makes him such a good player is that he has that combination of, physicality and size, but also that, mobility? And for that, how rare is that to have that kind of combination in today's day and age?
And not only that, he can play physical as well, and a real good person. So there's a lot going on for him. He's a very positive man, coachable, big guy that can skate, can make a real good first pass. He's got a real good shot as well. So, and now it's going to be about bringing consistency to at the pro level, and I'm sure he will. But that's something first-year players sometimes don't necessarily, I'm not saying they don't understand, but they need to experience it for a full season. And we're only playing 36 games this year. But the grind of playing a full season at this level and at the NHL, it takes takes experience. It takes some time to figure it out. But this guy is a good player, and he's going to be a good player for a long time. He's, like you said, he's a big body, but he's only 21 years old, so lots of time ahead of him. There's a lot of tools that we can use and that he can use. We can benefit from him and a player like him. Not very often you have a big guy like him that can skate and that can play the way he can. So that's a real good player for us.
What did you think of Declan Chisholm tonight?
Well, I see some good flashes. Offensively, the guy can skate. First goal against, we had a chance to get it out. Just little details here and there, but the compete level is right. And once you have that, and the mindset is right to understand, learn from your mistakes, you're on the right path. And Chiz is on the right path. He's a guy that pushes himself, and he's trying to make plays. He's trying to get better defensively. So mistakes will be done. It's a game of mistakes, but I like his mind is right and his work ethic is right.
We'll circle back to Dave Manouk. Go ahead, Dave.
Thanks, Jen. Coach, it's been almost 2 years since Marco Dano put on a Manitoba Moose jersey. So what was it like to actually get him back in your lineup?
Well, Marco is I don't know if you guys see it, but he's very emotional during a hockey game. Very loud, very supportive. He's a great teammate. He brings a physical presence on the ice. He brings a lot of experience. Defensively, his routes are really good. He'll block shots. He'll win those one-on-one battles. And usually a guy like Marco makes the team, his line mates, better. And I thought CJ Cease and Reichel and Marco had a real strong game. They played well defensively. They created chances offensively. We used them on the power play and on the PK. But Marco is the type of guy that will, if a line is having some issues, he's the type of guy that you can put on that line, and usually that line will get better just because of the way he plays. So was good to have him. Was good when we signed him. Was really excited. I know he was. But to have him back in the full game, that was good, and it's we're excited to have him back for sure.